Hello, my friends, and welcome back to a brand new Realm News Hytale. Yes, edition number 4, my friends. And this is part of our Wednesday regular episode. And I am ushering in this show because this is going to be anchored by Neon Gaming Adventures. And this is what I'll typically do is I will be doing the intros, outros for these and doing the editing for him. So just catch you guys up to speed. And this is going to be pretty much his show underneath the Realm News brand, just to familiarize everybody with that. Anyways, this is a great episode. It's about a little bit over 40 minutes of Neon Gaming Adventures and I discussing Big Dude's interview with Simon Calling the Flam today that was posted on YouTube. It was really interesting. They, I believe, presented 6 questions to them, and we learned quite a bit. So you're going to hear quite a bit, such as just like the Cursebreaker story arc, what's adventure mode, find out about, I talk about Orbis and the grappling hook that's a nice little surprise that's being added to the game, and so much more. We break off, and Neon Gaming Adventures gives a good amount of time just talking about Technoblade, and we discuss this really cool sword that's been passed around as fan art that they want to put in Hytale, a lot of people, for Technoblade as a remembrance of him. Very neat episode we have here for you today, all about Hytale. And we just kind of dive into a variety of subjects, and I ask Neon Gaming Adventures his opinions on several things, and I state my opinions on several things, and we're just both super excited about this game coming out. It's coming so fast, so much to report on. Anyways, I need to shut up and let's get into the show. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Realm News Hytale Edition. This is number 4, Wednesday episode. And I am your host, the Dark Lord, the one who puts the real in realm and expands your mind one block at a time. And yes, I am keeping that catchphrase for the Hytale show as well. It can carry over. It's still a blocky universe. Blocky-esque. Anyways, I am here today with the anchor of the Wednesday show, Neon Gaming Adventures, and I just want to say hello, Neon. How's it going?
It's going good. Thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it. I'm happy to be back for this Wednesday episode. I'm happy to anchor this and be, I guess, the one big boss in charge. So, in a way, in a sense. So, yeah.
Yeah, you are the Wednesday anchor of the Realm under the Realm News brand, so it is your show. You're going to be the guy who is going to be inside Hytale, gaming it up, streaming, or not streaming, but you're going to be recording your gameplay. And what do you have planned? What do you have any plans for that?
Yeah, my plan is to explore and just see what blocks there are and just see what there is. Once I get my hands on it, I'm planning to just basically build a house. Because there's a lot of cool things coming that I could build. That I can build a really cool house that I can't in Minecraft, and basically just because I'm more of an exploration person. I just love exploring and I just love fighting things. So I'm probably going to have to get used to a new combat system and learn that. And there's gonna be definitely some learning curves to get around, but I'm mostly good. I am mostly just going to try to PvP and just trying to fight mobs and all of that, and just explore the wonderful world of Hytale. And maybe I'll go to creative and see what creative offers.
Yeah, I'm super excited to just explore too, because I'm like you, Neon. I'm an explorer, and I'm not even that big into building in Minecraft. But did you see the picture? They released a photo today of the interior of a house, and something that stood out to me was a plate of food sitting out on a table in front of a chair, and I posted, I retweeted this earlier, and I was like, I want this in Minecraft. I was like, I don't want to be this guy like comparing Minecraft to Hytale, but I was like, I wish we could set food down on tables. I just wish we could do stuff like that, like sit in chairs. Did you see that in the video?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, and I love it as well. I hate how Mojang says, "Oh, hey, we basically." I hate how Mojang are saying that furniture is just too much and just too much ruining the creativity of Minecraft and how you have to be even more creative. I just love furniture mods in
Mm,
Minecraft. You tried to Mr.
Well,
Crayfish with that rebranded
well,
furniture mod.
let's not get into Minecraft too. This is a Hytale podcast now, so
Yeah,
no,
sorry.
no, you're fine, man. It's old habits die hard,
Yeah.
But no, I'm excited to sit out on my own, like whatever, like my little dwelling I build, and I'll have a porch and just look at the beautiful landscape because so far from that 16-minute video and the videos they've released since and the pictures, I really enjoy their biomes. And did you know that their world is called Orbis, which means orb in Latin, or I believe planet?
No, I didn't know that. No.
Yeah, Orbis, I guess, in Hytale is also known as Alterverse, and it's an Earth-like planet consisting of all these zones, which zones consist of biomes, etc. And then the biomes consist of mobs and different blocks and fauna and flora.
This is so cool. I love that idea for Hytale. I think that's a really cool gimmick, and I love how that's a mechanic and just a thing in Hytale in general. I think this is a really cool thing, and I love it. It's so cool.
Well, something that I told you to go watch that video with, which I'm going to link this video in this what we're recording in the show description, so everybody go check it out. But it's with Big Dude, and
Mm-hmm.
they posted that on YouTube, and they had a Q&A with Simon Collins, the Flam, earlier today, and it was super interesting to hear because I learned that there's going to be a story structure in Hytale that revolves around Cursebreaker arc, which is super interesting because a lot of people know what Cursebreaker is in Hytale because him releasing this game is in fact breaking the curse of Hytale. So I think it's really cool that they're carrying over that narrative and putting it into the game of Hytale. And that's going to be actually a storyline where we have to get the Cursebreaker arc, and that ties into the portals in the game. I guess those portals are going to take you to different places that follow the line of the Cursebreaker.
I think that's a really cool idea. Yeah, I love how these portals are really beautiful and really well made.
They
It
look so
seems like,
pretty.
yeah, they do, and I love how you can place them pretty easily, and it takes you to the storyline. And I love how this has a story that's already pretty well planned out and ready to release when early access comes out.
Yeah,
Hopefully, pretty soon.
right off the bat, we will be able to play this and
Yeah,
understand the story, Neon.
uh-huh. Yeah, which I can't believe, like, that's really cool. I know it's been in the works for 7 years, but not really 7 years, because of how they switched engines and all of that, but, like, I just think it's really cool how they still have a story after so long.
Yeah, and the fact that we're going to be able to I can't remember what it's called, but it's going to be you're going to be able to access like that 2019 cave that they have in there, almost like a so you can kind of peek at it. Do you remember them talking about that? There's a
No,
2019 dungeon that might be accessible in early access, they were saying.
that's really cool. From 2019, that's like 5 or so years ago already,
Right before
gosh.
the Riot acquisition.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love how they're keeping some of that in the game for early access. Maybe they'll stay for the long haul, for like
I think
memory's sake or something.
yeah, I think it's gonna be super cool, and I'm so amped about the Cursebreaker arc. And
Me too.
eh,
Yeah, it sounds really cool.
yeah, what do you think that's all going to be about?
Maybe that's going to be about a realm breaker. Maybe
Hmm.
how this relic is like it can break the realm and break many dimensions or the universe or something. You have to try to get away from the main villain if there is ever going to be a main villain in this, and basically just because I know a series that uses a realm breaker, but that I'm basing this off of because that's the only series I know that has a realm breaker. But basically, That's what I think it might lead to is a actual realm breaker that can break realms, or
What do you mean by that exactly? A realm breaker? Like it just destroys it all?
like a realm breaker means like a thing that can break, like that thing that can like open rifts between dimensions and universes,
Oh wow.
and maybe it could create a portal to many different areas of the map, or maybe in the far future a dimension. Maybe someone could maybe someone, since it's so easy to code and so easy to mod Hytale, maybe you can add in your own dimension and add your own place and pocket dimension, maybe even, I don't know, but I'm just thinking of ideas right off the top of my head on what that could mean. But yeah.
I think that's super I think that's super neat how Hytale is so easily moddable.
Yeah, I love that too. I love that so much. That's such a great idea that they can also advertise it as that way too. It's an easy advertisement they can use it for as well.
Yeah, I fully agree. And are you going to get in on those on modding? Are you going to try that out?
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm not The thing you know about me is I don't even know the first line of coding. I don't even know
Same.
coding at all. So it depends how easy it is on the. It depends how easy it is to mod it and coding wise and all that. It depends how easy it is and how open it is. So, but I'm definitely going to check it out. But it depends on how open and how easy it is from a ground level person that's just getting into coding.
It sounds like they're making it pretty straightforward when it comes to modding and that the average person should be
I'm
able to grasp it.
I'm so grateful they're doing that for people like us that don't
Yeah.
understand anything what they're doing.
Same,
I'm
same.
so grateful with that. So grateful that Simon and the team are doing that in the first place.
No, I fully agree with you because I don't know anything about that type stuff, and
Me either.
I'm always in awe with people that are able to mod things. I'm like, "How do
Me
you do
too.
that?"
Yeah, I'm always in mod too. You spe- you switch with Hytale, it's gonna be even more impressive, I bet too.
So, let's talk real quick about the pricing because I don't think we talked about that last time. The first time you came on about
No, I don't think
onto
so.
Realm News
No.
Hytale, that wasn't released yet. So they came out with 3 tiers, but I really want to talk about the standard pack, which is going to be $19.99. I personally think that's very affordable for I know it's going to be a buggy, incomplete game, but still, this is much anticipated. What do you think about the price, Neon?
I love the price because, like you said, in because I know this is going to release on Wednesday, so I can talk about this because this is going to be talking about Monday's episode, and that should already be released by now. So what you talked about on Monday's episode is that I loved how you talked about how no game at all these days cost $20. They cost way more, and you can't get nothing in gaming for just $20 anymore. And I totally agree with that. And I really love the $20 price point. I think that's a really good way to advertise the game and to really get people in really fast, because that's definitely something that people can afford and can basically get with how cheap it is. And I love it so very much, and I'm grateful that they're willing to take that risk, because I know how risky it is to make a game so affordable and making it so cheap, unlike the other competitors and all of that. And I think that's a really cool gimmick that they're doing, and a really cool advertisement that they can use it for also. And so I think it's
I
really cool.
No, I agree with you as well. And I did a little research earlier this morning and I looked up what Minecraft cost when it first came, like when it was fully released in 2011, and it was like $22. It was more expensive than this standard edition is now. Granted, it wasn't buggy and everything. It was fully fleshed out when it was released in 2011 or you know what I mean?
Yeah,
For that version at the time.
yeah, uh-huh.
But
Minecraft costs even more now these days, I
yeah, I
think.
was looking at it was around $30, $35, something like that for the standard pack.
Yeah, then on Windows, there's like two versions: one with my with marketplace content, and one without marketplace content. So
So this is a
yeah,
fair price at Hytale is this is a very fair price.
yeah, it is. And I love it so very much. Again, I'm grateful for Simon for taking this risk on pricing it this low, because I know how much of a risk this must be for him to price it with. how he has to pay these developers and pay these different people, blah blah blah, and stuff. But that's why I'm
And
grateful it's so low.
and on top of that, they're doing what is it? A username reservation type system, a model where content creators on a first serve basis will be able to get their name, so that way I believe they can put it up there, post on their YouTube in order to get like what is that?
Support creator code or something.
Yeah, a support creator code or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, because I know with Fortnite they do have a support creator code where you can just put in, let's say, someone's code, and then they can get a percentage off of something like on the store or
Yeah,
something.
that's what it was. That's what I was thinking of, and I think that's super cool. Like, I wonder how that's all going to work, because I know that at first it's going to be a low percent, and then as they recoup their costs from the acquisition, how much it costs for him to acquire Hytale, they're going to raise that percentage that content creators will earn. So that's really intriguing to me.
Yeah, I love that so very much. I love how they're willing to give the creators some money for the help and support they're getting. And I love it so very much. And I'm hoping in the far future that Realm News here can get their own supporter creator code. That'd be amazing.
That would be pretty neat.
Yeah, it
I'm
would be.
going.
Yeah.
I'm going to look into it. We'll
I
see
think you
how it
should.
goes,
Yeah.
huh?
I think
We'll
you
see how
should
it
one day.
goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Um, you wanted to talk about something specific, and that was I'll let you take the reins here. You wanted to talk about Technoblade, didn't you?
Yeah, on this episode, I wanted to talk about Technoblade because I know how much he means to the community, especially the Minecraft community, with how much he made an impact. And I love and grateful how Simon wants to put him in Hytale, and he put out a post out how he's asking, how should we do this? We got the okay and the confirmation that we can add him to the game with his parents' blessing and permission. Now we want your guys' idea on how to add him into the game. And I said, why not add him as an NPC? Give him a really cool custom skin, maybe created by the community or just created by the team, the dev team, and artists. Maybe someone from the community, maybe artist on the team. Either one works, and maybe he can be an NPC that you can maybe find in a really cool structure that's just made for him. That basically he can have like a custom made trident for him that he can then just use, and he could help you fight in battle, because I know there's going to be a lot of powerful mobs and a lot of powerful foes in this game. And I would love it so very much if we could have an NPC that we can actually recruit Technoblade, and we could get him to recruit us, and he could help us fight as an NPC in battle. And I think it would be cool if he could use a trident and maybe another custom weapon for Technoblade. And I would love that so very much because I know how much techno means to everyone, and I would just think it would be so amazing if he can get his own structure and his own place, and maybe he could become a NPC somehow. But that's why I want with Technoblade. I would love it if he could just become a NPC and just help us fight and get his own structure, and he has his own custom skin that's from the community or something.
I really love that. I think that's a great idea, Neon. I saw that your comment here that you pitched. I was just looking at this post, and I saw your comment, and it says here, I would love to see maybe a special skin being made for him that represents him, that spawns in randomly, that can help you in combat. Maybe he fights with a trident like he is well known to do. That's pretty neat. And see, I'll have to admit, I didn't. I was absent from Minecraft for years, so when I came back, I wasn't aware about Technoblade until the Minecraft movie came out, and I reported on that. So that was new to me, and I wasn't aware also that what was the trident his preferred weapon. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, the Trident was his preferred weapon, and he was a part of the Dream SMP, and he used the Trident as his main weapon a lot. And the community really does animate him with a Trident a lot of the time. And so from all the animations I've seen, he's been always with a Trident and always have thrown into Trident, and it's always come back to him. He can call the Trident back with all the animations I've seen them with.
That's
And
really cool.
and so that's his preferred. That's why I'm saying that's his preferred weapon, because he's been fighting with that for years now before he died. and basically that's why I said his preferred weapon is because he's been fighting with that for years, and that's why I see him with a lot of the time with content wise and all that on YouTube. So
That's really
yeah.
awesome, and I'm looking still in the same thread. I love your idea, but people aren't suggesting that they have something in his hand in some of these pictures called the King Blade from Hytale Fair, like that I'm seeing, and
Oh,
somebody
that's
called
cool.
drunken underscore legends here. Here, I'll tag you. I'll send this to you real quick.
Okay.
But yeah, they have something here. It's like this special sword, and they have like a picture. It looks pretty neat. Honestly, I just sent it to you in the direct messages. And they, yeah, it just looks pretty neat. A lot of people are amped
Oh,
about the.
I see the skin people made for him. That's really cool. I see the skin next to the memorial on Hypixel. Oh yeah,
It is.
I see the King Blade. That's the amazing blade. That looks so sick. I love that so very much. Has like a pig snout on it, and
Yeah,
it's heavenly looking. It's like something from the heavens and goddess, which I love
it
so
does.
very
And
much.
I'm guessing you saw this picture, right? By Nezzer Black, hashtag saved Hightail that I just
I
sent you.
the one I'm seeing is from a user called EVEE.
Yeah, yeah.
It and basically that's the blade I'm looking at, and it
Y-
looks so very cool. I love it so very much.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Attainable through winning the tournament of gods.
That's pretty awesome. That's what it
The
says in the picture, folks, audience who can't see
the
this.
the sword once wielded by the brave one who left to fight the gods may be presented to the final victor of the divine contest. Though winning seems to be the ultimate test, one must pull sword out of the brave one's hands to take over its ownership and gain its blessing. Legendary says the spirit of the original owner still watches over this blade. Some even claim to have seen it revive its wielder from death.
That's so cool.
So it seems like you can bring and maybe it can bring you back to life from what I just read there, maybe, or maybe it can bring Technoblade
Yeah, that's what it's saying.
or spawns the NPC of him.
I think either way would be really cool. And then it says on the left side of this, like it has all the stats, like gods never die, and underneath that shields you for plus 20 when below 40% health for 30 seconds. And then it says Potato King, 5% chance to drop potatoes on hit. What?
Do you
And
know why? Do you know why there's that potato thing?
no, please tell me.
Well, on Minecraft, there's Hypixel, the biggest server ever.
Yeah, the one that Simon Colin Flam owns.
Yeah, there's a Skyblock portion of it, and Technoblade made lots of videos on Skyblock, and that's how we became so popular. But here's the thing: that he with this other kid named I'm a Squid Kid, he started a potato war against him, and he wanted to become the number one ranked potato farmer of all of Hypixel Skyblock, and that became a whole on war, and that became like a really popular thing on YouTube that people were talking about at the time. And so that's why that potato thing is a thing, is because he started a potato war on the whole server on Skyblock. You know what Skyblock is, right? On Hypixel.
Yeah, I think you told me about it when you came on to Realm News for your first interview that hasn't aired yet.
Yeah, yeah, and basically is that it's a Hypixel Skyblock where he basically was farming potatoes to become the number one most farmed potato, and he even quit
That's
college for
awesome.
it. He even quitted college for it too, and
What?
he did
What?
it full time. Yeah,
He
he
quit college?
yeah, and
Oh my gosh.
he went full on with this.
For potatoes?
Yeah, to farm potatoes to become number one ranked. Farm potato
Dang. That
to become the number one ranked potato farmer.
that's amazing.
And he hardly slept as well, from what I heard. He hardly slept because he even
Oh my
studied.
gosh.
He even did a lot. He was a really smart person. Let me tell you that he was really smart. He was even staying up late. He was he even did I'm Squid he even like memorized I'm a Squid Kid schedule on when he's not online, so he can take advantage of that. And
Dang.
there's just a lot he did, and that's why that potato thing is a thing, is because it's the number one thing he is well known for to do.
That's
Is how
amazing.
is why that potato thing is a thing, and why that 5% chance drop potatoes is because of that. And I love everything else about the sword. It's really cool. I think Simon should actually add this to the game. I think he should actually add this because it's a really cool thing, and maybe we could fight with it. Maybe we could fight it. Maybe somehow the Technoblade NPC can give us a copy of it or something, and we could both fight with it or something.
That would be cool because, well, let me finish reading this one last thing. It says you were right, like when saying this, because it says God's divine can also be like a power of this, which is 1% chance to revive instantaneously upon death. So you come back. There's a very slim chance, but you come back, which is pretty cool. This thing is a one-hand sword. It has 50 to 75 damage, 25 DPS damage per second. Active skill is for the Blood God for 10 seconds, heals 5% of damage dealt for 30 seconds CD. Wow. So
Yeah,
this is a
yeah,
very powerful sword for it's aptly called the King Blade. It makes sense.
yeah. It does. And the Blood God is because Technoblade was also well known for being the blood god, and a lot of people,
Really?
yeah, he was actually was named the blood god, and people were memeing about that, and people were actually there was a lot of memes about it, and there were like, and he was like very well known for that. That's why it's called blood god, is because that's another thing he's really well known for. So I really recommend audience doing research about Technoblade, because he was a really famous and really popular celebrity, and he was known for a lot of things in the Minecraft space, and that's now coming over to Hytale, which I just think is so amazing that things from Minecraft are transferring to Hytale like this right here.
I
I
think it's
think it's
beautiful.
I love it too. I want this in the game so badly. I want to fight with it so badly because it looks so legendary and it looks so good.
It does, folks. I'm going to post this on the Patreon, and I already reposted on my Twitter at Realm News, at Realm News 24/7.
Another thing I wanted to talk about is that I did retweet, that you did see, was that screen thing that was in the first actual trailer.
Which one? What was it?
It was this latest news confirms that they fixed the cinema system we saw in the trailer, and that it will most likely be fixed in 3 to 4 weeks. They're also working on a proximity voice system in the game so that Hytale feels as social as possible.
Oh
This will be
yes,
very funny for horror games and role plays.
yes, I did see that as well. You're right.
And
Academia Orbis
yeah,
posted
yeah.
that.
Yeah, and I went and I said this. I said post. I am so beyond excited to see this in action because this feature looks very interesting to me. I wonder how will this actually work and function in the game, because I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know if you're going to be able to import your own media into the game and then you get to watch it in the cinema, or how's that going to work? Like, I don't know, because we only saw that one, and this was in like the first ever trailer we got of Hytale was when this was shown. So it has been some time since we've seen the cinema actually in the game and actually working, and we haven't seen any gameplay of it per se. So
That's really neat. So this is going to be something accessible within the game. Like
yeah,
like
it
people
seems
can
like
come
it. Yeah,
together as a community and like go into actual theaters. But they're also, I'm guessing, other areas like theaters and operas or what? Like academies, universities,
maybe, I don't know.
lectures.
I don't know. Your guess is best is as good as mine, because all that we know is that it's actually going to be in the game, and that is actually going to be fixed and working and all of that. And we haven't heard. This is like my first ever time hearing about this again, because the first time we heard about this was in the actual trailer, the first trailer we got of Hytale
That's
back
quite
five
amazing.
back 7 years ago. So, and I'm wondering how is it going to work? Are we going to be able to like? Is it going to be like the web displays on Minecraft, where you can just put a URL and just go to that URL or something, or will it be something different? Like, I don't know how this is going to work, but that's another thing I
Um,
want to. That's another thing I
that's
want to talk
interesting.
about is the cinema because it sounds really interesting to me, and that's another thing I'm going to play with once I get my hands on. Is I'm going to see if I can get to the cinema, and I don't know if it's going to be ready for beta release, early access release. I don't know if it's going to be ready for that, but maybe next year this will be ready next year, and we can play with it next year and basically mess around with it because I'm interested to see how that works.
Literally, they said like what 3-4 weeks.
Yeah, this was posted on November 23rd. So today was when this guy posted this, and
From the
this was translated from Spanish.
Yeah, from
So
Spanish, and it says here that'll likely be fixed at 3 to 4 weeks. Very interesting, very interesting.
yeah, it
And
is.
did you see this here, Neon? That by Hytale News at Hytale News YT posted at 109 today. Simon confirms they're working on a feature in Hytale to allow players to join each other's worlds seamlessly, similarly to P2P hosting in Steam.
That's really cool. I know they're working on a friend system. I know that for a fact. They're
I didn't know
definitely
that. What
they're
do you know
work.
about that?
So a person by the name of OWEL,
Hmm,
he posted this official. There will be a friends list in Hytale, and you will be able to join them easily. And in the image, it shows basically a very easy friend system, just like think of how Discord does their friend system. That's how it looks, and I'm going to send you this image because it looks very cool and it looks very interesting. And basically, here's this image I just shared with you. It's really
okay.
cool looking. I really like it. It's like a really cool friend system. Again, I bookmarked it because I wanted to talk about this, and it just sent. And
Okay, I see it.
it's a really cool friend system. Again, the
Wow,
person that
that
sent
is
it
neat.
is OWEL official is the person that sent it, and
So,
this was translated from Spanish. So yeah,
no, I love that. I like the aesthetics of how you can join with your friends, and then it says like in that box, it highlights saying if you see this icon, which is like a pretty much a purple diamond or next to the avatar, you can join them with one click. I'm guessing. So you click on your friend, it allows you to see that they're actively online, and if you click on them, does that join their world? I'm
I
guessing.
get. I'm guessing, yeah, because that's my first ever time hearing about this.
That's very
Because
cool.
that's all I know about this right now. That's all I've known. So I
That's
want to
no,
bring that
that's
up too, because that's gonna be very easy to like join people. And I think that's really cool. That basically that's gonna happen.
no, I agree with you, Neon. I think that's super cool. I think that's no, I'm super excited to to play this game. Like even
Me
with it being
too.
buggy and glitchy and
I
all, I
don't.
think
I don't really mind it being buggy or anything like that. I don't really mind it at all,
no, it's kind of
personally.
fun to be in at the beginning. You
Yeah,
know,
it is. It is fun. Yeah, to be at the beginning and all of that. Yeah.
no, and it looks like it sounds like there's just going to be a lot of. Oh, did you hear about the grappling hook?
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
That's going to be so much fun. And then the gliders they added because Simon asked if we won gliders and gave two options in that poll, yes or yes. And
There was no option for no there. Sorry, guys. You're gonna be forced to use it. There's no way you can choose no, guys. You're going to be forced to use it because I
pretty
say
much.
so.
Pretty much. And I'm going to send you this link real quick, which I'm going to post in the show description for everybody to check out. But I want you to look at this too, Neon, because I had to Google up the gliders because I guess that was a thing that's been in Hytale lore for a while. Well, I say lore just because it's never been released before. Just it's been something that's you can find in hightailfandom.com, and it's called mechanical wings. They had a concept of this, and
Mm-hmm.
the mechanical wings look very Da Vinci, the style, Leonardo da Vinci, like how his drawings look. They're very, very old school, medieval, or guess I should say, not medieval days, but oh my gosh, I'm getting my periods all mixed up of time in history. But um, um, the the rebirth, the Renaissance phase. Anyways, these are supposed to be the glider, I guess. You like jump off a cliff and you can go long distances, but you'll be slowly descending, which
Yeah,
I've
this
thought, and
is
I've talked to
this is
Sam, my brother, about this. I've wanted this in Minecraft, Neon.
this is just like the Elytra. This reminds me of kind of like the Elytra and how the Elytra works, kind of in
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Yeah, except for you can't use fireworks that I don't know of. Maybe you
Yeah,
can.
maybe in the future he'll
You
add
could
that.
mod some.
Yeah, you definitely can. You can definitely mod your own. Yeah, simple
Th-
how easy it is going to mod. You can just do it yourself. Yeah,
did you see the guy riding the Velociraptor?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, they modded just a Velociraptor and was riding around on it. It's like that easy.
That is that definitely someone will probably add in fireworks so you can use as an elytra. Probably, I don't know. Just a
This
hint,
is
just
going
a
to be
little guess.
this is going to be amazing for content creators on YouTube. This modding,
Yeah, it's definitely going to allow a lot of, and I do mean a lot of content to be made on YouTube
a lot.
without any work. It's going to take some work, but not that much compared to Minecraft modding and all of that, which I really love a lot.
Yeah, they do a great job there too. Not knocking anything about Minecraft. Like I
Me
said
too. Yeah.
in Monday's episode, both games are going to coexist beautifully. I
Yeah,
think.
they are. Yeah, I think so too. But of course, I think one's going to a little bit outbeat the other with how open, transparent they are and all of that,
Yeah, Simon's
communication
very
wise.
transparent. I love that
Me
about
too.
the
I love him
CEO.
too. Yeah, I love how we have I love how we have a CEO that actually, for once, cares about the community. That's
Yeah.
We don't get that anymore in this day and age. We don't get a CEO anymore that cares about people, that cares about their community. We don't get that anymore these day and age. That's why I really
No, we
appreciate
don't.
him anymore. That's being just transparent and open and with communication with the game wise.
No, I agree. It's very rare to have this much transparency with a company, and I think it's just for the best. And I think everybody really
I hope
appreciates
it
it.
stays like this. I hope it stays like this for the forever future, because I think this is the one thing they have going with them is how transparent they are and how caring the CEO is of the community.
I agree with that 100%. I really do.
I
And
really,
I'm looking.
I hope it stays like this. I want it to stay like this forever, because I think if they do it like this, then there's no way they can fail again in my eyes.
Well, what gave me some security was reading that he said that he's fully invested in this himself for 10 years, a whole decade. So,
That's until like the 2040, which is amazing.
yeah. Well,
2040, here we
20
come.
well, a decade, that'd be closer to 2036, but yeah, let's add on
True.
another 4 years, I guess.
Why not? Sure, why not, Simon? You got your 4 extra years in you. Come on, buddy, you can
Yeah,
do it.
he'll probably do it anyways.
I know him. Yeah, he will definitely with how he's being today.
Well, that's all I really have for today. Neon, do you have anything you want to talk about before we wrap up or
All I have to say is I'm loving Hytale. I love how transparent they are, and I love Hytale so much so far. It's looking like a very well made game, is becoming a very polished game. I know it's not gonna be as polished, but I'm loving how it's turning out, and I love how Simon himself has done multiple interviews so far in a row with different creators that have been so transparent about every single question he's been asked that I'm aware of and seen. So I want to say a
yeah,
huge congrats to Simon for being this transparent and for answering all of our questions and being a part of all these interviews he has been a part of.
yeah, he just was on an interview 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours ago at Casey Hytale. You can find them at Quebec Corner. Um on Twitter now X, and I haven't watched that one yet. God, my gosh, he's doing a lot of interviews, and I know
Yeah,
he
he
said that
is.
he's been wanting to do that for transparency and for communication, and I think it's awesome.
I think so too. I think it'd be awesome. Maybe one day we can have him on here on the podcast. Maybe, who knows?
Simon Call the Flam, if you want to come on to Realm News Hytale, you're more than welcome anytime, sir.
Yeah, he is. I would love for him to be part of this podcast. I think it'd be so cool. I know he's very busy of a man with a family and also now this game,
Mm-hmm.
but I would love if he could take some time
Yeah,
to
if you
do
just want to
this.
do a written interview like you did with the other people, that'd be amazing. Just send some answer a couple questions. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I would love that too. I just have to wrap this up by saying, please add in that Technoblade sword
Yes,
with that Technoblade NPC that people are coming up with because they look legendary, top tier
the King
artists we have
Blade.
here. Yeah, we have top tier artists here. Please add in these things. They would be legendary in the base game itself that we can play with, and I hope we get a structure dedicated to him. Maybe they can bring his house from the Dream SMP and bring it into Hytale, but make it more furnished, make it more impressive. But since you can add in a lot more things compared to Minecraft, I would love if they could do that. Add in his house from the Dream SMP, but improve upon it and add in a lot more detail with it and make it more of his and all of that. I would like that a lot too.
I agree, bud, and that's well said. I don't have anything to add on top of that.
I don't
Do
think so
you?
either. Yeah, don't have either.
I love that, and I think that's a great first, like, official Wednesday episode for us.
Yeah, I think this is a great first one. Yeah, I love this so very much. I am excited for these future Wednesdays, and I'm excited to cover this.
Yeah, me too. And I think we're going to just do this. You and I record until the game releases, and then you will start providing some footage of you in the game.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, just everyone, if you want to see, of course, he's going to put videos up here, but if you want videos, then make sure you check them out on YouTube because I'll be
Hmm.
also uploading them to my YouTube channel because that's the best place I think for everyone to get access to the gameplay is on YouTube because at this day and age, everyone has YouTube.
Yes.
So if you
And
want to see the gameplay, you can also if you want to see gameplay, you can also stop by my YouTube channel to check that out and all of that. So
and
yeah.
that's Neon Gaming Adventures at YouTube, right?
Yeah, just it's the handle. Yeah, it's just plain and simple. And Neon Gaming Adventures YT. YT is for it stands for YouTube. So yeah, it's just Neon Gaming Adventures YT on YouTube.
And with that said, I think that wraps up the show. I'm going to bid you all a farewell, happy crafting, and we'll see you at the next Realm News. And before I let you go, I just want to remind you, for additional content, just go sign up for patreon.com/Realm News. And if you want to, there's a lot of great free content there. You can sign up for the free membership, or you can go ahead and sign up for the only tier, and I call that the copper tier. There's no gold or diamonds there. We aren't fancy, and I keep it at a low price. You get the Torvingi audiobook. You get a lot of free stuff there, Realm News Originals. So anyways, I'm not going to plug that too long. Just go follow, hit that follow button, more importantly, because this is a brand new podcast, the Realm News Hytale, and we want to get that growing. So please hit follow more than anything, and we'll see you at the next Realm News Hytale. Happy crafting. Hey, Realm News fans, it's your host, the Dark Lord, the one who puts the real in Realm and expands your mind one block at a time. I am here to tell you that your support means everything. Spread the word by telling friends, liking, and commenting on Spotify or Good Pods. Find me on X, Blue Sky, Reddit, or via email at bio.link/Realm News. For more content, join my Patreon at the copper tier for early episodes, bonus content, and newsletters. Find out more at bio.link/Realm News. No pressure though. Just keep listening, liking, and sharing. That's more than enough. Happy crafting, and see you at the next Realm News.